everybody. Get up. Let's do it. Grab your cup right now. Let's go. Let's have a sip. I just made it, so it might be a little hot. Oh, it's good. So how is everybody this morning? Good morning, Shelby. Nice to see you. This morning's going to be fun. We're going to kind of talk about some fun stuff. It might be a little bit of a kick in the butt for some of you. I know it's a little bit of a kick in the butt I need, so it's always helpful. Good morning, Ivana. Good morning, Tiffany. Oh, good morning, Keely. Loving to see everybody here this morning. So here we go. You know, some days that coffee just tastes really good, doesn't it? Good morning, Stephen. Good morning, Julie. Good morning, Kristen. Everybody's here. Yay. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about getting to the next level. And for you, that next level could be any area, okay? Maybe that, good morning, Richard. That next area could be something career. It could be relationship. It could be finances. Oh, Liz is here too. Everybody's here. The whole crew is here. Good morning, Renee. Everybody is here. All right, so here's the thing. You have to ask yourself, in the here and now, are you happy? Are you fulfilled? Are you getting everything you want? Does everything feel like it's exactly where it needs to be? Or do we have to kind of get it to the next level? Are you ready for a different level? Are you ready for a new experience? Julie's got her book. Yay. Awesome. So here's the idea. In these levels, right, in these areas of your life, you want to kind of break them down into 3 categories. You want to break them down into material. You know, are there material things you want? Now, I know a lot of people will teach or say not to go after the material, right? But I got to tell you, when there's money in the bank account to pay the bills, you feel better. I mean, I don't know, unless you don't have any bills to pay or any financial responsibilities, then maybe it's not an issue. But when we do have enough money to pay what we need to pay for, we do feel better. I'm assuming. I know I do. So material, you know, maybe your car is so broken down or needs to be fixed, but you just can't afford a new one. And all you want is some reliable transportation, or that you're feeling stuck, again, financially. That's just one area, okay? Then there's the emotional area. Are you feeling stuck emotionally? Are you feeling stuck in a feeling, in an emotion? Are you unable to kind of get out of that space and that place? The last one is spiritual. Are you just feeling constantly tested? Are you feeling like, what if? Am I supposed to be? What is happening? Is there more to this? So it's kind of breaking it down. What next level do you want? Is it material? Is it emotional? Is it spiritual? Just so it helps you start to define, where do you put your energy? Where do you put your effort? Where do you want to see that shift happen? Now, we have to start letting go of I can't. I don't want to hear you say I can't. I can't. It can't be done. I can't do it. We got to let go of these I can'ts. Because if you say I can't, guess what's going to happen? You're going to manifest I can't. You will. I promise. You're going to be right. I'm going to say, you're right. You can't. If you're going to say it first. So we have to let go of that story we're telling ourselves. We have to let go. I know we've had a poo-poo childhood. I know. I get it. It's why we're sensitive. Maybe something wasn't the way you wanted it, or maybe you feel breakdown, whatever it is. Maybe you've just felt like you've been given a raw hand in life. And it absolutely could be true. Absolutely. So I'm not taking away from the validation of that, okay? But we have to let go of that story. Because if we hold on to it, we're going to stay in that vibration. We're going to stay in that place because it's what we've been telling ourselves. You know, Oh, I'm glad you needed it, Keely. And thank you guys for sharing. I'm loving the share, so I really appreciate it. Bronny's a little late, but we're not going to hold it against her. We're not even going to call Bronny out for being late, are we, Bronny? Hope you got your coffee ready. So we have to let go of I can't, and you have to let go of your story. It doesn't mean you forget your story. It just means you don't hold on to it as the excuse for not getting yourself to the next level. And you have to release any victim talk. Now, when it's legitimate, all right, when you are being attacked or bombarded or something is really unfair, true, it is so hard to let go of that victim talk. But what you can do is acknowledge it. We gotta, it's okay to acknowledge, like, hey, that's like something not cool that's happening, or I go to work and I can't even get through a day without some sort of around me. You guys all know that right? That's the word of the day, And so when you're at work or throughout your day, if someone gives you a hard time, just imagine me going, and we'll make you laugh in front of them. It will be easy. Hello, Hoover. All right, so letting go of the I can't. All right, getting yourself to the next level. Letting go of the I can't. Letting go of your story. Because you got to create a new story. And how you're going to create a new story with a new ending and a different outcome if you're holding on to the old story. If we're holding on to one rung, we can't get to the next rung. We got to let go. You can't move if you're staying here. All right? Yeah. So releasing the victim talk, releasing it and grabbing the new rung, pulling yourself back up. Okay? Now, you also have to kind of do some thinking and some planning around this next step, these new chapters. How do we get there? So there has to be some planning. It can't be just, all right, universe, I'm ready. And you're like, oh my goodness, look at the time. I'm ready. In case you didn't hear me, I'll say it louder. You know how it is, right? Let me say it louder. Maybe you'll hear it the second, third, fourth time. We have to actually put some action into it. So put some planning, some thought into it. And that's what makes it easy. So when you look at what you want, what is that next level? Is it that job promotion? Is it a whole new career? Is it bringing in a little more abundance financially? Is it bringing in some love, true love, lasting love, a good partner? Is it releasing some of the stress in your life, some of the responsibilities in your life? So it's about releasing these, looking at what we want to change, looking at what do we want to take to the next level, then breaking it down into the three categories. Is it a material thing? Is it an emotional change? Or is it a spiritual shift? So where is that new level? What area is it in? And take what you want and put it in that area. Then you have to kind of break it down. What actions can I take that would get it to the next level? So first you have to imagine, what does that next level look like? Because if you can't see it, you can't be it. All right? You have to be able to see it. You have to be able to kind of know. All right? Then you say, all right, now let's work backwards. What is it going to take to get to that next level? All right? What is it going to take? All right? So there we go. Now you have to so it's learning more about what it is for that next level, diving in, and then doing more, taking some action towards it. Okay? Taking some action towards it. Now, thank you, Hoover. You got to get out of your head. Got to get out of your head. You got to get out of your head and take movement. Because if you stay in your head, you stay in that thought process, you stay in your story, you stay in that victim mode, you're not going to get there. So you got to get out of your head. Get out of the I can't. Okay? Get out of the I can't. Get into the I can. I will. I am. All right? Then it's looking at what is holding you back. Being very honest about that. Being very raw about that. What is holding you back? Is it your own belief system? Is it your own thought process? Good morning, Jane. Is it your own thought process? Is it your own fear? Is your fear getting in your way? Is your fear lending to your victim talk or to your story? I'll tell you, this stuff is all connected. It is all connected. Not fun, but it is. But once we have that courage to look inside, to say, all right, how do I look at this? How do I break this apart? How do I break this down? How do I divide it into categories so I can tackle one by one? Divide and conquer. How can I tackle one by one? And it's looking at what is holding you back. What is the belief system around that space that you're holding? Why are you holding that level? Why are you holding that space? Right? And then what do you need to get out of it? Now, sometimes you say, well, if I know what I needed, I'd be doing it. But that's not necessarily true. Maybe you know and you're not doing it. Sometimes you feel a little stuck though. Like sometimes I'll know that next level, I'll want that next level, but I can't quite figure out how to get there. But even if you don't have the full solution, all you have to do is lean towards it, right? That's what David G says. Lean in the direction where you want to go, because at least leaning in it, you're giving it action. You're moving towards it, okay? But devising a plan and then taking action on that plan is going to help it step by step. So when you're looking at something, I want you to look at your thought process. There's kind of this above the line and below the line. If you're above the line in the thought process, you're winning. If you're below the line in the thought process, you're losing. All right? It's so you have to look at it as keeping score a bit. Am I winning or losing? So look at the situation and look at where you are. And is your thought process, I'm owning it, I'm accepting it, I'm taking responsibility for it? Now you're winning. Now you're winning, because when you're owning it, accepting it, taking responsibility for it, now you can devise a plan, now you can create action. If you're looking at it and you're saying, blaming somebody else or creating excuses around it or in denial around it, well, that's losing. That's below the line, okay? Oh, is it the little train that could? It's below the line. So again, a lot of it, we can look at this in so many ways. Let me think of another way to give it to you. Vibration. Just so we're making sure you're getting it in a way that makes sense for you. Vibration, right? Are we raising vibration? Are we owning it, accepting it, taking responsibility, devising the plan, taking action towards it, putting it in the categories, thinking about what is the next level? How do I get to the next level? And looking at it in your life realistically. So it is putting it out to the universe. We're putting it out. Put it out with me. All right, so we just put it out. We did that. We're doing that. But we also have to take action. Okay? And then it's also, am I under the belt? Am I being low vibration? Am I staying stuck in it? Because if you're stuck in it, it's like wheels in mud. You'll just keep going. You'll just keep going. Kristen, it's optimism, yes, but it's got to be more than just optimism. So having an optimistic outlook isn't enough. It helps. It makes a great change. It's what's needed, but it's not enough. All right? We can be optimistic all day long, but if we don't take physical action towards those goals, towards that next level, we won't get there. So yes, you have to be optimistic. Yes, you have to kind of look forward, be positive, raise that vibration, but you have to look at a plan, take action. That's kind of how it works, right? That's kind of how it works. Now, what happens though is don't look at the plan so full end. Because if you look at the big picture and you're so far away from it, you're going to feel defeated. You're going to feel a little discouraged. So although that can be the ultimate plan, look at the steps in between. And just ask yourself, how do I get to that next step? How do I get to that next step? How do I get it? Exactly, you can do it, Shelby. Exactly. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Ivana. So how do I get to that next step? That's what we want to do. All right, climbing that ladder step by step. So what I want you to do today is look throughout the day and look at where you can take action. Look at where you can also take responsibility. How are you playing into something? How are you participating in something? And take responsibility for your part in it. Just take responsibility, then let it go. Don't sit in it, let it go. And then look at where you want to be. But there's got to be a little homework around it. You got to do your homework around it so that you can figure out what actions are needed to get me to that next level, because you're all capable of getting to the next level. Nothing and no one is holding us back. Spirit doesn't want to hold us back. The universe doesn't want to hold us down. We hold ourselves down. We create that pressure. We create that feeling. So if we can kind of muster up that courage to look at ourselves, to look at what we want, to look at where we want that shift to be, then we can start devising the plan to do it. Okay? There you go. So I'm hoping that helps. Oh, a couple things just to make sure I don't forget. Thursday night, there's 2 episodes of Live with me. Two episodes of Live with Colby, Psychic Rebel. We're going to have the regular show with AJ Barrera. And it's me and AJ. We're going to talk. We're going to take callers. We're going to give some readings if you can get through. And then the second show is actually, I'm doing it with Calling Out with Susan Pinsky and the gang there. We're going to have Jennifer Schaefer, AJ. We're going to have a celebrity. So it's going to be fun. That's going to be Thursday. All right. So just making sure I mention it now because sometimes I forget. But here's the deal. Go out there today, you guys, and take some action. All right. Take some action. You got this. You guys got this. No more procrastinating. And I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Bye.